You've waited all week, and it's finally here. The Eat, Drink, Explore Weekly Travel Deals Extravaganza.
And a good day, everyone. I'm your host, Randall White, and just as our announcer, Monica, said, it is time to hear insight from the best of the best, the gurus of bargains, the luminaries of budget travel. And this week, we hear once again from the Washington Post's Andrea Sachs and her picks for the weekly What's the Deal column, which appears currently online and then in tomorrow morning's Washington Post Sunday paper, I believe. Welcome to the program, Andrea.
Thank you. Nice to be here. You make me blush with that intro.
Oh. Hey, well, I'm so glad that you could do this morning. Now, last month, we pre-recorded the segment because you were going on one of those mega ships, the big giant cruises, the the Oasis of the Seas?
Yeah, I think I'm still on it because I couldn't find the exit door. I could still be on it. I'm not sure.
It was that large.
It was that big.
Yeah.
It's great. It's beautifully done. It's really tasteful. I love the Central Park area where you feel like you're in Central Park. You don't know where the ocean is. But
because it's in the middle of the ship, right?
It is. It is somewhere in the middle of the ocean. It's really nice. It's a different experience.
And it's broken up into neighborhoods?
It definitely is broken up into neighborhoods.
That is the largest ship I've been on is Princess Sapphire, and I think that's like half the size of the one you were just on.
Oh, we would eat your ship for breakfast. I mean, seriously, that's like a little dinghy.
Are you writing a piece on it, or have you already done that?
No, I'm in the midst of it. It's running next weekend. I followed a cruise director around who was like a hummingbird. I mean, he had so much energy, and truly all my knowledge about cruise directing came from Love Boat, and Julie McCoy was a fraud, I realized.
Right.
Total fake.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to your list here. And to top off this week's list, you have a nearly half-off deal at a top resort in Aruba.
Yes, we do. It's the DD Dutch Village in Aruba, and they have 40% off, which is phenomenal. And the rates start at $119, which is so good for the Caribbean.
Right.
Normally $209. And that's just not for a room. That's for a one-bedroom suite.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it comes with a kitchen and a balcony and air conditioning, always important.
Air conditioning is key, and I just came from the humid Midwest, so
I know.
I know what it's like. How's the weather in D.C. today, by the way? Hot?
The past couple of days have been really, really brutal.
Right.
But now it's 80s, which is cool.
Am I the only one that can't hear the word Aruba and not have that Beach Boys song start playing in my head? Aruba. Jim,
now it's stuck in my head.
I won't ruin it for everyone else. But all right, so New York City and Company, or NYC and Co., the city's official promotion arm, has a hotel deal to visit the Big Apple.
This one is really good because, as you know, rates are overwhelming in New York no matter what. And this one is giving 16, it's the signature collection, so it's the really luxury, high-end resorts or properties.
I noticed that from the pictures that we're sharing online. If people are watching us via our video stream, I looked at the pictures. I thought, I've never stayed in a room like that.
Yeah, I know. It's overwhelming, and the fact that it's kind of now in many people's budget range is phenomenal. And so the third night is free. So if you do the math, which I'm not going to do the math because I will scare you with my math capabilities or incapabilities, but for example, the example that we used was the Peninsula. Starting rates are $595 a night, so you're saving $600 on a night. So if you do 3 divided by $595, that's a good deal.
That is a good deal. Now, do the first couple of nights have to be like the high-end nights, like Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday night is your good deal, or does it matter when you stay?
No, each one, because there's 16 properties, and obviously they're going to have their own restrictions. So some want midweek, but they're not taking advantage of you. So they're not going to make you stay on the most expensive nights and then give you the cheap night for free. They really sprinkle it throughout the week.
And then that comes bundled, right, with something called a Madison Avenue pass or something along those lines?
Oh, yeah, they're letting you live the high life. So it includes something called the Key to Madison Avenue card, which has all these little special deals on spa treatments and boutiques and restaurants. So you can continue this facade of being able to afford this lifestyle with your card. And then something called the VIP shopping experience at Sachs.
Oh.
And they will pick you up at the hotel, drop you off at Sachs. You get a personal shopper's experience, and then they'll ship all your goods home for free.
Really?
They won't pay for your goods, but they'll ship them home.
Okay, Nicole, Nicole, our news person this morning, all of a sudden she's interested. She's like, huh, what?
I know.
All right. Now, something that I've been wanting to do for a long time now is a river cruise. Viking is an amazing line. We actually have some video from the Viking River Cruise people that they sent me last night that we could show during this. They've got some deep discounts going on.
They do, and this is important because so many people see the cruise rate and then they forget that they have to fly to that destination.
Yeah.
And so with Viking, they are discounting really, really sharply the airfare to the departure port. So, for example, the one that we selected was a 15-day European tour, and the airfare from Washington to Amsterdam with a return from Budapest is $399 per person, which you can't even fly to the Midwest for that.
No, you can't.
No, and normally it's about $1,900.
And on top of it, it's a triangle flight, which is usually more expensive to begin with.
Exactly, right, because it's complicated, so they're going to charge you more for that.
Right.
So that's really good. So the starting rate for that cruise is $4,362. So total, it's like $5,000, if not less.
Are these river cruises all-inclusive?
For the most part, yeah. So, sometimes short excursions, or if you go outside the mainstream, it'll be a little extra. But for the most part, the drinks and the eats and the entertainment on board are all-inclusive. So you can spend that amount and then not spend anything else.
It's true luxury, and you go deep into Europe as opposed to just hitting the coastal regions. So that's fantastic. Then Crystal Cruises is another along the high-end line of cruises. These aren't river cruises. They're ocean-going, but they have some deals for Southern Europe.
They do, and Crystal is renowned for the food. I haven't been on there yet because I'm still trying to get off Oasis of the Seas. But they're supposed to have really good food, from what I've heard. And they just started 12 new itineraries, and so they're offering discounted, really inexpensive fares to these destinations that hit Athens and Barcelona and Rome, Casablanca, Istanbul, Canary Islands. So some of the lowest rate is $1,300.
That's
for
a good deal.
a 5-night from Cannes to Rome.
On Crystal.
On Crystal.
That is pretty amazing. From Cannes to where?
To Rome.
To Rome. Mm-hmm. That's nice, right there along the Mediterranean. And the you mentioned Istanbul. That seems to be the go-to port for cruises nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the go-to for everything, it seems.
Yeah. And so then we were talking airfare a little bit earlier. AirTran is the first airline that I did some video Skyping from a plane.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, it was the first time I had internet access on a plane was with AirTran, and it was offered free then. I doubt it now. But AirTran's got some good flights right now from your neck of the woods to the Bahamas and Puerto Rico.
They do, and it's a system-wide sale. So look from all the different destinations, because on your coast they could be having sales, and they're going through that, with Southwest and trying to merge their itineraries. And AirTran already started off budget. But from our neighborhood, neck of the woods, the fare from Baltimore to Nassau is $285.
$285. That's round trip.
That is round trip.
Yeah.
And you can't get to the Midwest for that.
Again, right?
Right. And if it's San Juan, it's $204, which is even better.
And then finally, we have to wrap it up with a package deal to Croatia. That's another place. Ever since I saw Matt Lauer do a piece on, is it Dubrovnik? Is that how you say it? Mm-hmm. He did a piece on his Where in the World thing. I was like, okay, I got to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Croatia sounds beautiful, and it's rare to see it on sale because it's such a high-demand place, and they don't have to lower themselves to sales. But they are having a sale in October, which will be great because all the crowds are back to work and grumbling at their desks. So the trip is, you save $300. It's through Trip Masters, and it leaves October 17th, and it's $1,500 per person, and it includes air and in-country flights and 6 nights lodging in Dubrovnik, where Matt Lauer might be.
Right.
And Zagreb, and breakfast, and fees and taxes.
Wow. Fees and taxes on top of it.
Yes.
All of these great deals, as they always are, from Andrea Sachs, travel writer for the Washington Post. We love having you on the show. I know that you're dog sitting right now, so we'll let you get to Fido and take care of the walking and all that you need to do before it gets too hot outside.
Okay, well, thank you. The dogs say thank you, and have a great weekend.
You too, Andrea. All right, this hour of Eat, Drink, Explore Radio brought to you by Kelly's at the Grill at Hunter Ranch. Delicious. A dine under the oaks, surrounded by the beautiful rolling green hills. That is truly written. Located just 3 miles from the 101 on 46 East in Paso Robles. I highly recommend it and check it out for yourself. All right, next hour, we've got all sorts of great guests coming up. You're listening to Eat, Drink, Explore Radio, and we're back in just a moment.